have to make some things. But we can try this right now, guys. We can make a test here. If I pause the execution here and goes into this function, we can see more of what the state machine of the kinematic state machine does. Yeah, let's run the game. Let's make room for this as well. I think we don't need it. I want to make the reference move here, guys. Here. I think this we don't need it. Okay, guys, we are just right here, right? So we go into the function, and here we update. Wait, oh, this is that's it. We go into the change state, and remember, guys, we are in the idle state. How we know? How do I know we are in the working state, the idle state? Because in the factory we have create or player in the idle state. Yeah, that's the in the moment of the creation. Of course, we can change that in the future by sending a parameter and say you are in the running state in this moment. Yeah, it doesn't matter. But we're in the idle state. Okay, so that means in we when we execute this uh, pointer, which is a pointer, we can watch here. You can see this is a pointer that points to idle state change state, right? So excellent. We are in the right position. So when we go into this function, we execute this, and of course, since we are not moving, it's not going to enter to this. But we can change it here. Say it set value and put in true, and when it goes into here and it goes into set next state. So we can evaluate this function with this function, the function we already did. Um, in here, it's evaluate and say, okay, the states that are going to transit to make the transition is a walking state, and we are already in the idle state. So this would be false. So we are skipping the return, perfect. And then we are going to evaluate if it's none. It's not none, of course, because we are in the idle. So the exit function is going to be call. And this exit function, again, is the exit function of the idle state. Yeah, we are doing excellent job, guys. See it? Idle state exit. Perfect. So if we go into this function, we're going to execute this and this of the player and the namespace player. That's correct. We don't have anything here, so it doesn't matter. We go back. We go back, and then we change the state, and then we set the state behavior in the factory and said go into this function, and here, guys, we have a reference or state. So here we are going to change all the reference to walking and not to idle. Let's see one by one. This is going to be change, meaning this. Yeah, perfect. Walking state, change state. Excellent. Enter. Yeah. Exit. Perfect. And run. Excellent, guys. We have it. We have it. So then when we go enter, this enter will be the walking state. Walking state enter. Excellent. So when we go back here, when we run the state, when we make the call of the run function, it will be the walking state function. The run on the walking state. So here we can have a logic for walking separated of the idle state and the annual state. That was the goal of doing this. Try to separate the code and implementation and just have a nice separation of responsibilities. Okay. Yeah. So since we are not having anything in the change state in the next frame, yeah, in the next execution of this function, which will be in the next frame, is going to go to this function. I mean, we are going back to the update function here, right? This was a a moving a a, a loop or a game. Okay, so means when we go into this function, we are going to do the change state, but the change state is the working state. And here we are going to be forever because it doesn't have any evaluation and even it doesn't call the the idle the next state, sorry, of the machine, of the state machine. So that means it's not going to transit at all. So yeah, I mean it's working definitely saying right. Okay guys, let's go a bit more and say this is going to be very easy. Actually, I can copy in the idle state, the idle state. I can copy this code because it's almost